What is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Once more back in with another live stream. Full disclosure, I do have somewhere to be bang on at 5 p.m. BST, which is 1 p.m. EST, 10 a.m. PT, and 12:30 a.m. in Australia. Point being is on the hour I will have to leave, so this will be slightly less than an hour stream today. I cannot run over. I'm very sorry about that, but as always, we do have some news to talk about regarding Kaspa. Ultimately, we'll find out more and more as the stream goes on. But I figure for today's stream, for those who may be new, I'll be talking a bit more about my price prediction for Kaspa for 2025. I made a video earlier today talking about it a little bit in detail, exactly why I suspect we could see Kaspa hit a price of $6, if not maybe even higher. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, we'll be discussing all the scenarios, ultimately, the power laws, the adoption and developments that have already happened, what's still to come for Kaspa, and basically devise where we believe Kaspa will go to. Because for a $6 Kaspa, that'll be close to a $150 billion market cap, which is quite an ask. I will admit that, but I do think it's possible. But as always, I've been joining these streams, been doing these streams daily now. I think it's been 59 days in a row of streaming. Even today when I got stuff on, still here for you guys. So if you enjoy the stream, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. If you want to see more about, Kaspa news, also just market sentiments, learn more about crypto and other crypto projects, then feel free to join my free Discord server, link in the chat right now on the screen and also in the description below. Good morning, Talker today, my man. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're doing good. So we'll get into the news first off, of what I've seen with Kaspa and crypto today, and then also be talking about the price prediction going forward from then as well. So we can see, obviously, Bitvarvo. I mentioned to my stream yesterday that Bitvarvo have now announced a listing of Kaspa with Kas Euro trading pair, not Kas USDT, Kas Euro trading pair. Bitvarvo announced Kaspa trading live on its platform 12 hours ago, and Bitvarvo now accounts for nearly 9% of all Kaspa trades on exchanges in the last 24 hours. The demand was so great, the price nearly tripled on the exchange. We saw this yesterday. I showcased this in my stream. I showcased it also in my video as well. We saw this. The Kaspa enthusiast retweeted this saying something strange happened on Bitvarvo when the price went from about 0.15 euros to 0.42 euros in the span of 24 hours. A 179% rise, almost a 3x. That is very, very, that's considerable amount of price rise for Kaspa in that time, which showcased the demand was really, really high. Also speculating that maybe they didn't accumulate enough Kaspa prior to that, hence why there was such a drastic shift in the price, which is also why further supports the reason for why these tier ones, they have to spend so much time slowly accumulating more and more Kaspa to have the liquidity. Because these tier ones, Bitvarvo is the biggest exchange in the Netherlands, but imagine the Binances or the Krakens or the Coinbases, the ones that everybody uses. They will need so much Kaspa. They'll have to have a sizable portion of Kaspa to be able to offer the liquidity for it. Otherwise, similar things will happen on those exchanges. If it happens on those big exchanges, the price of Kaspa will jump, and it's not good for it. It's meant to be, for the most part, stable. So, that's one factor of it. So Bitvarvo had that, again, making up nearly 9% of all Kaspa trading on the exchange. That might simmer down now. Bitvarvo's, it was initial listing, so of course the FOMO around Bitvarvo was very, very good. Might simmer down now, but ultimately still proving once more that we're seeing a lot of, adoption coming to Kaspa is going to help in its price going forward as well. We have this, again, from Kaspa Silver, which again is just a testament to what we're talking about right now. Kaspa has been secluded from the majority of exchanges with the most money flow through it. So point being is Kaspa right now is not on any tier ones. Every other exchange, every other project in the top 100, as you go through this list, top 100 list, 99%, if not all of them, everyone on this list is on a top tier exchange of some sort, whether it be Binance or Coinbase or Kraken or Crypto.com, you name it, they're on one of them. Kaspa's not got any right now, sitting at number 25, just below SWI. Over a $4.1 billion market cap, and there's still a very strong belief with me that we're going to see Kaspa reach the top 20, hopefully in going into October, hopefully during October. If not, maybe going into November. We've got a lot of stuff coming. Potentially we see the Kraken listing in October. There's still speculation around that, which again I spoke about a bit more in detail in this video that I made earlier today, but I will talk about a little bit in the stream for all of you as well, for those who haven't had the time to watch it, or better still go watch the video anyways when the stream is done. But yeah, despite this, Kaspa has continued to push through the ranks and maintain its position. The demand for Kaspa might be underestimated, and that's for sure. Look at Kaspa demand right now. It's currently got 55.5 million 24-hour trading volume with no tier ones. near in the top 100 with no tier ones, and most of these top ones in the top 100 will be, and it's not like it's fluctuating a lot. Most of the projects that enter the top 100, they're like smaller projects that will have a lot of volume initially, and they'll pump up, but then after like a week or two, when the hype around it's died down, it'll come back down again. But Kaspa has consistently remained around the 40 to 50 million, and then there's that time it will pump to 100, but it's for the most part it's stayed in around this region, so it's not extremely volatile like these other, most of them being like meme tokens, or like when the AI boom happened recently, when you saw the likes of FET and Tau and ICP, all of those ones that just surged above, and Aptos all surged above Kaspa. Right now Kaspa's regained the position against most of them. Obviously FET's now down, Tau's now down, and this is also a time for me where I'm going to start looking into these projects a little bit more, because now they're down, I'm thinking, okay, well maybe it's a good opportunity now to get into them, because they're AI projects, they're big AI projects, so they should do well. What's up, quarter crawler? What's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Kaspa tier 1 is around the corner for sure, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the speculation that I put in my video was ultimately talking about the fact that well, I'm going to talk about this as well actually, but the fact of the matter being that Kraken has confirmed they are going to list Kaspa. They reconfirmed it again. I don't know where I retweeted it, but I know I did. Yeah, here. So they obviously had their word search, where you had the listing of all these projects from Toncoin to Egen to NOS, and they also have confirmed that Kaspa is on their listing roadmap, so it will be coming, but we haven't got even though Kaspa's here, we can see Kas here, it's not actually been confirmed from that they're going to be listing it next week. So the speculation right now in the community is either they're just hiding the fact that they're going to list it next week because they want to spend more time accumulating cheap Kaspa while the price is, especially now it's down, down to 16.75 cents, 2.32% on the daily time frame. Maybe it's going to come down more so I can accumulate more Kaspa before they decide to list it. That's one speculation. The other one being that maybe this is just a sneak peek from them that Kaspa is going to be listed, but maybe not next week because they haven't put it in the name here, but they could actually put it in the week following that. Again, it could just be an accidental coincidence. They put Kas there. We don't know for sure. We do know they are listing Kaspa. They've confirmed it 2 or 3 times they are going to list Kaspa. That much is confirmed. It is around the corner, likely going to be in October, which I think would be good for Kraken, because as we've seen time and time again as well, one of the key catalysts in crypto is actually the November elections, early November elections. We'll see who wins, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, but you want to get in early so you can end up making more profit, right? If Kraken lists before the elections, that'd be beneficial for them. Same thing for every exchange, of course, but you have the other big exchanges, the likes of Binance and Coinbase and OKX, that haven't made a move yet. Well, not made an announcement yet. Again, OKX is the venture arm of the KEF, the team that made Krc20, which is doing very, very well. Speaking of which, we have this post here. It's no longer hearsay. Kaspa has proven that the network is so powerful, it processed 10 times the daily volume of Ethereum, second largest exchange project in the world, and it's not even reached its final form yet. And this without Crescendo. So imagine what Kaspa can do with Crescendo, with 10 BPS, with Daglite, with smart contracts, with what the KRI are doing with Kaspa. This is why I'm bullish on this project. That's why I do believe that the price, people who say Kaspa won't reach $1 this cycle, I just say, show me your research, show me your reason for it. Because what you're stating is just, I deem to be an emotional opinion because Kaspa's not done anything for the past year, or arguably. People are like, oh, it's not going to reach $1 because, it's not a good project. I'm like, okay, well, if you're looking at it from the chart from here, and you're saying, yeah, Kaspa's done nothing because from November it's gone up, 7%? So you're like, oh, Kaspa won't hit $1, fine, believe that. But when you got to realise that not everything's going to just be going up, up, up. Kaspa's already had up, up, up. It's now just in its consolidation phase, which it had for a year, and then where all the announcements coming out and developments coming out, again, we're still early, you'll see up, up, up again. Which is what, again, people who say $1 Kaspa, you're welcome to your opinion. I'm not going to say, well, I am saying you're wrong, but I'm not going to, put you down for your opinion. I'm just saying, if you're going to try and argue with me or debate with me why you think it's not going to do very well, give me some stats behind it, give me some statistics, some form of research or sources. Don't just say it because you think it. Because I'm saying what I think, yes, but I'm showing sources to back my belief. You're just saying it. I get it, you're on a chat and I'm obviously on a screen and I can show you it, but either way, you could show up your Discord server and share your beliefs in there. It's not hard to do. If you really truthfully believe in something, you'll do your most to try and support it or, attack it. Hence why you have Fudsters and Shillers. I'm not saying I'm Kaspa Schiller or Fudster, but I'm just saying I believe in this project and I believe what's coming for it. And I think everyone in this chat right now in this stream believes that much as well. Good afternoon, Kaspa, my man. Welcome back to the stream. What other coin can I ape into besides Kaspa? Because I'm not touching my baggies. I mean, Kaspa, I think, is a very, very good project to continue aping into. Of course, Bitcoin's always a safe bet because Bitcoin's Bitcoin. If you want another altcoin to look into, I think right now a good bet would be to look in towards the AI sector. Again, the big ones I think will be safe bets, FET, Tau. I think ICP might do okay. Again, these are big projects, they should do well. I'm not saying they're going to make insane gains, but they'll be, should make a profit in the cycle. I'm looking more and more to other projects as well that I have on my list that I still need to research into. Been very busy recently. Some of them that I've got on my list are the likes of Deepfake AI, which another one that I think seemed quite decent. At least last time I looked at it, it looked decent, but I need to look into it a little bit more. So it's a micro cap. It might do well, might not. Very, very small project. It's got Mexi and Gate, so it's got two decent centralized exchanges right now, and hopefully it does better from here on as well. But again, this other research I'm doing into other projects that might have potential, right? Again, I don't know how well it's going to do. I need to do more research into it, but I think AI is a good sector to look into right now if you want to diversify out of just Kaspa. But I think just Kaspa is good enough right now, truth be told. Most of my portfolio is in Kaspa, and I'm diversifying a little bit. I am, during next week, full disclosure, I'm going to be probably picking up some SWI some point during next week when it comes down a little bit more. Same thing with FET and Tau. I'll be filling up my Kaspa bag again. I've always filling up more and more. That allocation will be much, much bigger. Still got a bag in XRP. I don't plan to do anything with it. Right now, XRP actually is doing quite well, up 5%, which I think is because the BBVA bank, they're one of the largest banks in Europe. I think it's a Turkish bank, or their headquarters in Madrid. They recently added XRP to their banking mobile app. So I think that did very well for XRP's price right now. I mean, they did actually last week, but I think the announcement became more public 2 or 3 days ago. So that's what I think has helped the price of XRP right now. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Good morning, Chum, my man. Welcome back to the stream. Hey, Leroy, welcome back, my man. Next up, Cash. Good morning. Non-top Kaspa news. Let's do this. You know it. I'm 100% behind you. Common sense. That's what it is, man. It's just common sense. Was your team angry for being late yesterday? Nah, they were okay. They were okay. I managed to explain it, and they understood. They understand that with these streams sometimes, especially when I'm getting so passionate when I'm talking to you guys, just happily interacting and talking with you guys. They understand that I need to rein it in a little bit, but they understand at the same time, we get it. You do what you do, and you enjoy what you do. So we're not gonna, I have flexibility in that regard, which is good to see. Hello, Caspians. Hello to you too. That's LXO. Do you think it's a good time to buy TON before it gets a cracking listing? I mean, I don't hold TON, obviously. There was the whole situation with the Toncoin CEO under some investigation. Obviously, Toncoin did launch in the end of bull cycle. This is bull cycle peak. Obviously, it's up here right now, which is impressive. I don't know what the ceiling for TON is. Obviously, it's not got Coinbase yet. It's not got Kraken yet. Is a TON a project that will go up? Again, I'm not sure what's happening with the CEO. That and it's the CEO thing happening with Toncoin does make me a little bit skeptical about it. I need to look more into it, obviously. But with Toncoin being such a massive project, there is more incentive to believe in it. And almost $15 billion market cap is not a small project. It's top 10. Pretty much any project in the top 10 should perform well. That's the theory, at least. But of course, again, with the CEO, I'm not sure what's happened to the CEO since that scandal, that law, that thing, this whole him getting arrested. I think I'm just a little bit more withdrawn from Toncoin right now. I don't think I'll get into Toncoin. I think as the market develops more and more, I will probably get some Solana, especially if I decide I want to start looking into Solana meme tokens. They're gambling full disclosure, but I might decide to have a little bit of fun with my Kaspa winnings. I might think, let me just take a little bit out, get one Solana, and just maybe trade it. Might do that if I feel the need to. I might get some Solana. I've got XRP, of course. I'll go hold a bit of Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin's going to go up. And then, everything, pretty much everything that is just going to be in Kaspa. There's no doubt about it. But anyways, in continuation, yes. So Kaspa is currently processing double of what Bitcoin is even capable of, while the fees are at an absolute minimum for users. Again, another reason why Kaspa is just doing so well right now. And why I believe that Kaspa, when the adoption grows more and more with the tier 1 listings, with the KI, what they're doing, Kaspa's adoption is going to go parabolic, and therefore price will follow with it. It's already doing better than Bitcoin, better than what Ethereum's doing, better than Litecoin, which is, its next proof of work competitor. Litecoin's sitting at number 20 right now, with Kaspa, sitting 25. It's, got over 1 billion more in market cap, and yeah, I think that we will probably see Kaspa flip Litecoin. I hope at the end of this year, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, fees normally transact for around a 1/3000th of a penny. Do you know how cheap that is? That is extremely cheap. A Bitcoin takes around 10 minutes, but Kaspa takes exactly 1 second. Again, why Kaspa had the potential to do really well in this cycle. And then we got, again, what I mentioned, the KRI do for Kaspa is going to be a very big thing. A KRI member says that Kaspa's opened the floodgates and floodgates that has had many of their projects stuck in infeasibility phases. So point being is, the KRI, as is what Rory O'Neill mentioned, remember, in the regulatory roundtable group, in the roundtable that I'm going to bring it up right now. In this roundtable, the KRI, Rory O'Neill mentioned that the KRI really wanted to get hold of Kaspa because they had many projects that they wanted to do that they couldn't actually do because they needed to be able to, they needed something that could handle distributed ledger technology solutions at scale. No other crypto project in the space can do that, except now they have Kaspa. They wanted to make their own one as well. They said they wanted to make their own one, but they couldn't. Or they just thought, you know what, instead of making our own one, it's easier, let's just utilize Kaspa. To utilize Kaspa can, because it's decentralized, they can handle DLT solution at scale. And what we saw, what they announced at the enterprise event was insanely bullish. What I spoke about this again is in this post here. I spoke about this again in my video, so definitely go check that out in a lot more detail. I listed the 3 projects that I'm most excited for, which comes down to Warp Core, which when we first heard about Warp Core, we didn't actually know much about it. Now we know a lot more about Warp Core, and Warp Core Warp Core alone would let Kaspa rival what XRP are doing in the space right now in regards to cross-border payments. Let me try and find the post. I don't know when. Okay, it must be a little bit higher then. Where's the post? Here. So yeah, this is one of the posts. So yeah, Warp Core. Warp Core is a system that connects Kaspa's decentralized technology with TradeFi systems, enabling faster and more secure cross-border payments. What Ripple and XRP are trying to do right now. The difference being is Warp Core and Kaspa would be able to surpass what XRP, in theory, surpass what XRP is doing, because Kaspa has what XRP can't have, which is decentralization. Kaspa's the only project in this space, true to like Bitcoin, that is truly decentralized. Every other project in the space has centralized aspects. Kaspa does not. The Warp Core is going to achieve the ISO 20022, which is the global messaging, the global standard for financial messaging, and the ISO 24165, which provides a standardized identifiers for Kaspa's digital tokens. It's going to be a very big thing. Another thing, of course, is the Gigawatt stablecoin. I mentioned that in previous videos as well. Very big. The other ones I'm really excited for, definitely Asset Mint. Asset Mint is going to be, Asset Mint is an institutional grade platform on Kaspa designed to tokenize high value assets with like real estate, private equity, and commodities. That is insane. Again, another sector that XRP is going down as well. The point being is Kaspa is not going to be used just for the energy sector or just as a peer-to-peer electronic currency. It's going to be utilized, by institutional grade projects and platforms in real estate, in private equity, in commodities, in cross-border payments. It's going to end up being effectively, dare I say, the next world reserve currency. Again, I think where we're going right now in the financial markets is, with the new blockchain coming in, we won't end up seeing one outlier, like one absolute dominator, like we've seen the dollar for ages. We're not going to see just one new dollar, effectively, one replacement where it's going to be one that's the sole, asset that is going to be one transacting everything. It's going to be multiple, I believe. Some will be utilized by certain institutions, some will be utilized by others. But I think out of all of them, Kaspa will be one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant in the space. Hence also why I believe that Kaspa is going to do so much better. That's one of the, again, and you got stuff like olive oil. Again, olive oil, I think it's a weird one, but I also think it's very good. Ultimately, again, just this olive chain is going to help. Kaspa is going to help combat fraud in the olive oil industry, where 80% of Italian extra virgin oil is mislabeled. So again, ultimately with the decentralized aspect, it's going to deter government oversight and bad actors, bringing more trust back to the industry, which is lacking right now. We know how much scamming there is. Obviously with Kaspa, with its decentralized nature, you have the scams obviously popping up here and there. KDX was an example of that. But as long as you do your own research and you look into it in depth, you will be able to identify the potential scams and be able to, act accordingly. Speaking of which, actually, we do have this as well. Proof once more. So a little note, again, Kaspa enthusiast, shout out to him. Cooper, which is a new Kii Krc20 meme token. We'll go and check it out here. If it is still up there, that is. Yeah, Cooper right here. So right now, 100% it's got no pre-minting. It's currently, 24.3% of the mint happening, but there's no pre-minting, which seems good. It seems good, except when you look at this. Again, people in the community doing their research is what you need to do yourself. Joey Hickson had been promoting Cooper a lot, but recently deleted all his posts about it, and he blocked Kaspa enthusiasts when he asked about it. That's not a good thing. If you're meant to be the whole point of being decentralized, you have to be transparent as well. That's the whole reason. Like, you're doing no pre-minting. That's also why I say you've got to be careful any new projects coming onto the space with meme tokens, because just because they're not pre-minted doesn't mean they're not going to be scams, right? If they're pre-minted, they might try to, rug everything. It's more likely to believe that, but no pre-minting doesn't mean they're going to be safer. Not at all. It means there's no pre-minting, but maybe this whole 24% is actually developers and the founders buying it up themselves and minting it themselves. We can see, he asked some questions. What are your posts about Cooper? All deleted, strange, and it's been blocked. Okay, scammers are exploiting Kaspa Kii Krc20 fair launch by deploying a mintable supply worth 10 million Kaspa. The scam token is Cooper. The artist is Joey Hickson. I haven't searched him up, but considering that his at's not showing up there, I'm guessing that... Oh no, he is still there. Where's the man here, apparently, who's just been shilling Cooper? I've not really looked into it too much myself, but I just saw the post. I thought, okay, that's very interesting. But again, you've got to be very, very careful in this space. Very, very careful. And again, scams can happen all the time. You've got to be very, very careful. But Kaspa, with its DLT solutions, with its decentralization, will help in the element of protecting, again, the centralized aspect, which, can have the developers taking advantage of the community. And also, it can alleviate from the potential bad actors in the space. And also government oversight. Again, it was all things that Roy O'Neill mentioned in this roundtable, where he mentioned the government oversight aspect of things at the 41-minute mark, more or less exactly. He said the KIRI have a number of interesting projects that require a DLT solution at scale. They need decentralization so they can have a censorship resistance, projection, or protection even, from governments and bad actors. That's pretty much word for word what he said. I got it in my notes. So again, what to look forward for Kaspa, that's another reason why I think Kaspa's going to do very, very well. And we'll get into more in a moment before I answer some more questions. And I have to go through this post as well. What's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. When will we see Kaspa hit 30 cents? Potentially October, November time, I'm hoping. Maybe a little bit. Maybe December. I think December very, very latest. I think we'll see it potentially next month, October, depending on the Kraken listing. If we get Kraken listing, Kaspa will make that push. I think Kaspa will end up pushing towards maybe 23, 24 cents for the Kraken listing. And then when the November elections come around and the regulations get enforced, and you'll see institutional adoption coming into the space, you'll see liquidity flood into Bitcoin, which will flood into other assets as well, like Kaspa. What Kaspa lacking right now is the tier ones. Tier ones will help Kaspa, have the adoption it needs to surge in price. So I suspect 30 cents probably going towards the next month or two. And then I'm still very optimistic about seeing, potentially $5+ Kaspa for 2025. And as Crawler says, if you enjoy these streams, we're doing these daily. Hit the like button, help out more than you know, and subscribe if you're new, and share with your friends. Kaspa isn't rigged, it is fair, launch proof of work. It is not rigged, and it therefore, because it's fair, launch proof of work, no pre-allocations, it can't be rugged either. I heard it was going to do better than XRP. I heard that as well. I think that was where did I think I retweeted that. I think it was someone else that said it though. It was Chris Hutchison that said that. I said so. Here's an interesting fact I picked up whilst listening to the KRI in Dublin. That with just Warp Core alone, Kaspa becomes direct competition with XRP, except with Warp Core, Kaspa can actually achieve what Ripple wanted to achieve, but far better because of its decentralized aspect. So Warp Core in itself is very, very big, and again, as I showed you, there are many, many different aspects that the KRI are going to be trying to implement with Kaspa. And also, there's 9 different projects in motion right now. And also keep in mind as well, I've mentioned this a few times, this is institution we're dealing with, institutional adoption. These guys are going to be keeping some of their cards close to their chest. What we have here is already very, very bullish. Warp Core, Giga Stablecoin, ZX, KII, Academy, Cash Union, Myth, Cas Pip, Olive Chain, SP3D Asset Mint. All of this is very, very bullish. I've put all this information and these in the links to these posts. I've retweeted them on my page, or of course you can more than happily go and follow my Twitter page. As you can see now, did apply for Twitter Premium thanks to the donations and members of my community. Shout out to you. So now I am verified on Twitter or X, so that's very, very cool. But yes, also you can find it out on my Twitter page, again, at Quick Crypto for 1 and a 0, or also check out my free Discord server, link in the chat right now, also in the description, and also on my YouTube homepage, where you can find all the information in there. I have a daily information tab that I put information there every chance I get. But again, what I'm trying to reiterate anyways, before that tangent, is that what the KRI are doing with Kaspa, because the institutions, well, the stuff they have is already very, very impressive, but they're going to keep some cards close to their chest. They're not going to disclose everything. So there are going to be some projects, most definitely, that they're working on that are going to be as impressive, if not more so, that they're not going to tell people about yet, because it's just for... Roy O'Neill confirmed in this roundtable once more that there are some projects that are under NDs, non-disclosures, but they'll let Kaspa rival what XRP, Ripple, and Hedera HBAR are doing, which is probably what Warp Core is referring to, but I guarantee there are more than just Warp Core. There are going to be many, many more, but Warp Core alone could help that. I actually stayed up for Cooper because of Joey. I knew something was fishy within the first 10 minutes and sold it. He blocked me on Twitter too and deleted all his posts regarding Cooper. I mean, yeah, that just doesn't sound good. I mean, again, I only just checked out Joey very, very briefly there. I don't know why this is not coming up here. I'm guessing Scape Squad's also been blocked by him, so that's why the ad's not showing up properly. Again, I mean, I don't normally want to be putting people out on blast, but again, if this guy's been shitting and scamming people, then I think that's fair game. I mean, he's got a considerable follower base as well, so that's not good to see if he's been, he's the guy shitting people. Kaspa will create most millions. I mean, I agree with that. I'm not seeing any posts recently from him. Yeah, he has not made any posts actually. Any replies? Oh yeah, great job, Cooper team here. From 26, that's 2 days ago. It's a good project, but I believe that it needs to burn 50% to be achieved. This is Nacho. I agree that team should do that. I mentioned it to the dev. Yeah, I mean, he definitely seems to be talking a lot about Cooper right now, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's deleting all of his posts. Like, again, if you have proof here, people say he's deleting his posts, and then people are, questioning him, and he's, blocking them. I understand, blocking out haters. I mean, I have obviously people who, throw hate and stuff my way, FUD my way. I ignore them because I think that's quite easy to do. I have a younger brother. Ignoring people is very, very easy. I grew up with it. But I mean, blocking people is also fine, but it doesn't fill you a lot of confidence, truth be told. And again, Cooper right now, we can see it's down 9%. It's fair launch, not been fully implemented out yet, but look at that. Like, it's just doesn't fill me with confidence seeing this at all. In regards to the Kii Krc20 meme tokens, we're obviously going to look at this right now and see how well they're doing. Nature's now at 50, which it's been going down. It went up from yesterday. I was like at 48, but it used to be at like 63. But even then, look at the volume. We're seeing volume of 2.2 million 24 hours. That's insane for a project that has no exchange listings yet. That is insane. But we do have Nacho. I think Nacho now have already announced they have the funding, so we're going to start looking at exchange listing very, very soon. They have got talks, I think, with the likes of MEXC. We know Kaspa Ghost has got XT coming very, very soon. They've already confirmed the listing is already on the way. That's got 8 million. And it's also, 500,000 24-hour trading volume. Same thing with Kaspi as well. All those are the 3 projects that I am most bullish about in the Kii Krc20 meme token space. Gold also is doing decent, which I understand the skeptic behind it because of its pre-mint sector. That is a bit worrying, but I think Gold is one that has been working close to the teams for a very, very long time. That is relatively safe. Got Kaspa as well. You got Somps, which Somps is Somps had that whole L Bank listing and then kind of fell off quite significantly after the listing. It might come back. For people who are holding Somps, I hope it does for your sake. But yeah, that was the L Bank listing here, and it's come down low here. We'll have to see where it goes from here, honestly, but we'll see. I mean, Somps seems to be again talking with the team, so it seems to most part being relatively trusted, but it's just not doing quite well at the moment. Kaspi is the best meme behind Nacho. It's a legendary real story. Yeah, I mean, right now my favourite are Nacho, Kaspi, and Ghost Kaspa. Those are my 3 favourite. Gold is close behind it. What I've heard from Cooper, something I wouldn't touch with 10-foot pole now. Again, even if it ends up being the next big thing, from what I've heard alone, from the potential scams, I'm now just like, yeah, not going to touch that. Don't want to. And there are definitely going to be some in the space that I don't want to touch as well. I mean, for example, there's one that I was mentioned a while back called Modang. Now, for those who don't know, this is based off an actual, I think it was a Lana chain meme token called Modang, which is based off a famous hippo. That project has done insane things. If I find it. I think that'll be, yeah, I think that's, yeah, it's done insane things recently. Like, and it's been out, you know, for a few days. It's done incredible gains in a few days. People have made a lot of money from that. This is obviously, yeah, you know, it's Kii Krc20 spin-off of it, basically. But as we can see, it's not done anything. It's just flatlined. It's done nothing. So again, you've got to be very, very careful with spin-offs, with derivatives of projects, because they may not do well. I think Moodeng is going to. I think Moodeng right now, it seems to be the theme is some farm animals. I think I've seen with meme tokens right now, it seems to be like farm animals, and these other animals. I think also those who watch, like, you know, TikTok or Instagram reels, whatever. There's a dog. I can't remember the dog's name that ends up getting. I've seen the reel. It's where this dog basically just gets like massage therapy and stuff like that. That dog is also a meme token right now, and it's doing very, very well. I'm sure someone in the chat might know who it is. There's meme token fanatics in my chat, I'm sure you know. But yeah, point being, you've got to be very careful with these meme tokens. Some of them can be trustworthy, and by means, meme tokens are a great way to make money. If you can, you know, do your due diligence and make sure you do it carefully. But I'm not in meme tokens right now for the reason that they are very, very risky. They are a gamble. If I want to gamble, which, you know, once I make my Kaspa bag, maybe I'll start gambling then, I'll get into meme tokens. But right now, I'm like, you know what? Unless I hear something that's like meant to be really, really good and I've got enough belief behind it with my community, I'm not going to touch it right now. I'm just going to be looking at Kaspa, of course, definitely. Bit of AI, bit of gaming. Gaming's been doing very, very well recently. I mean, right now, obviously today's not done that great because everything's kind of down besides, you know, XRP. But gaming's had a very, very good run. I mean, GFEL actually saying that GFEL has just been on a tear recently, you know, going up and up and up for the last week. So gaming, I'm going to look into gaming a little bit more as well. You've got real world assets and so on and so forth. But again, these are projects that I think I'll probably get into a little bit as maybe an investment for the bull cycle. But, you know, that's best case scenario for these projects in that regard. But otherwise, most likely, I put money into, let's say, Vulcan Forge at its current price. Hoping Vulcan Forge will reach like 10. So I end up making, you know, a nice little 2.5x, 3.5x, and then putting that money back into Kaspa. That's currently, that's like most likely what I do, because I have more faith in Kaspa than I do in any other project in the space, without a doubt. Again, because I do believe Kaspa 2025 price prediction could potentially reach as high as $5-6, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. What's up, Andy? My man, welcome back to the stream. I've got 136 Kaspa coins. Yeah, I mean, again, love seeing that, my man. Hopefully you go back to buying Kaspa every single day. I know you used to do that all the time, but yeah, you're definitely gonna be a millionaire, no doubt about it. You are one of the bigger Kaspa maxis that I know. Whether you have a lot or not, you're just constantly getting more, and I think that's great to see. Caspi, the Gain City Cat. Yeah, Caspi is one of the best ones, I think, in my opinion. Mikey, my man, welcome back to the stream. 18 cents. Yeah, I think 18 cents Kaspa. I think that's also imminent. I think that's going to be definitely hit in October. Right now, we can see Kaspa is right at 16.7 cents, down at 2.57% on daily time frame. I think we'll end up seeing, you know, Kaspa continue consolidating this region. I did say to people in my stream yesterday that Kaspa going through this pump yesterday, following the Bitvarvo and Kraken speculation again, and the Pionex and all that other stuff, the listings again, a video that I made recently kind of covering all of that. I think that we'll probably end up seeing Kaspa, you know, rebound off this level of resistance here, this green box, which it has done. And I think we'll see Kaspa consolidate in this region, potentially come back down to this bottom end of the golden fib retracement, which we can see is currently around 16.3 cents. And if Kaspa reaches down here, I'll definitely buy another bag again, because I think Kaspa at this point, unless something drastic happens, I don't think Kaspa's going back down to 15 cents again. I think Kaspa's at the point now where its bottom for the most part, I believe, is going to be, again, I could be wrong, full disclosure, not a financial advisor, but from what I've seen in developments wise and what's incoming, potential Kraken listing and more listings incoming, you know, what the Kii Krc20 is doing more so with Kii Krc20 meme tokens now getting the adoption and listings they need, which will help Kaspa price as well. I think we're going to start seeing, again, with all the institutional adoption with Bitcoin, it's going to help crypto as well. Bitcoin's now, you know, obviously correcting right now, but it's surpassed its 65k level. So next, it's going to try and break through 68k. I think we're going to start seeing Kaspa, you know, this is its bottom here, and it'll start pushing towards 18, eventually 20, eventually 30 cents, and so on and so forth. Hello, Claudio. I draw your attention to this project, Blender Network. Someone has already told me about. I think that's actually in my list. I have heard of Blender Network. I think, in fact, I saw that. I think it's someone talking about last. It might be news talking about last stream, and then I saw people just saying it's a rubbish project. Yeah, I've got it on my list to research into more. Have potential to reach $75. Don't say you won't want. Okay, well, right now is at 70 cents. So that would be a 100x potential, if not more so than that. It's a micro cap, less than 100 million to market 28 million, 213,000. Exchange listings, it's got MEXC, Gate, Bitmart, XT. So it's got some exchange. That's good to see. I'd like to see a bit more. I believe I remember looking at yesterday stuff regarding AI. Yeah, AI rendering. So yeah, AI stuff seems very, very good. You've got to be careful, of course. AI is a big, all the hype's around AI right now, which I get. But not all AI projects are going to be good because some may be scams and bugs. I'm not saying that Blender is. I'm just saying from the looks of it right now, the project doesn't look bad. You know, launching earlier this year, had a great pump from its official launch, came back down and now above its, you know, its initial start point. So hopefully it will attain this bull market as AI grows more and more. It needs more adoption in listings. Same thing I say for Kaspa as well. But I think we'll see that hopefully with Blender and definitely with Kaspa in due time. If it does happen, then we'll see Blender hopefully go up as well. So again, it's one that I'm looking into more and more. I've got it on my list. I've got it on my list of projects that I am going to be looking into. Good morning, Mr. Miles, my man. Welcome back to the stream. Long time no see. Hope you're doing good, my brother. And yeah, you could hopefully be my man for arguing against any fudders in the chat. I know you love doing that. You love a little debate, don't you? You and Cody especially. One thing is for sure, the best meme story is on Kaspa and will bring millions of users to Kaspa ecosystem. And of course, that's Kaspi. I mean, yeah, people are going to be, you know, people have their certain favorites of Kaspa right now. I think Nacho personally is my favorite, just due to the fact of what it is, Shy's cat. I think Kaspi equally is a great one, and Kaspa, those are my three favorite. I like Goat as well. Both ones I think are going to do the best in this cycle. And I guess, again, the reason why I'm saying Nacho, obviously Nacho's the biggest one, but also because people right now are comparing Nacho to the Bonk of the Solana chain and the Shiba Inu of the Ethereum chain. And we already know how big those projects are. Of course, Shiba Inu is right here. That's the Ethereum chain. Also, Bonk is equally a very, very big meme token from the Solana chain, 52. And, you know, Nacho is being compared to what these are meant to be. And if that's the case, then, you know, be very, very big. You know, I think Kaspa will have the chance to hopefully reach $150 billion market cap, putting it at $6, which would therefore mean that, you know, Nacho could hopefully reach something like maybe $2 billion. Because I think the idea is meant to be that meme tokens from the chain, you know, the biggest ones especially, are meant to be able to attain what I think is 2% of the total market cap of the project. I think someone said that. So if that's the case, then $150 billion market cap, 2% of that would be $3 billion. If my math is correct, I think it is correct, yeah. So yeah, I think Nacho hopefully could reach $3 billion market cap. That'd be very, very good to see. I think $1 billion is definitely achievable. Hopefully we'll see it go up from there. Infamous God of a man, welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone having a great day. I am. Hopefully everyone else is too. What's up here, Poker Seraphim? Sup. Welcome back to the stream, my man. This shows the fair launch that is just as dangerous or more when it comes to coins. Yeah, again, precisely. Just because it's fair launch doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's good. You obviously have, you know, some meme tokens like Krep. That's just stupid. You know, 100% pre-minting, that's just not something that's good at all. But then you have, you know, some that are completely zero pre-minting, completely fair launch, yet still have, you know, scandals behind it. So you've got to be very, very careful whenever you're doing this stuff. Do your research. And it doesn't just mean, you know, do your research by just looking into the project a little bit. Ask questions. That's what Kaspa Enthusiast did. He asked questions and got blocked in the end. That's not going to make you want to invest in a project. Do the opposite of that even. The meme tokens that I'm happy about and I'm optimistic about are the ones that were early. Nacho, Goad, Kaspa, even some to an extent, although I'm not going to probably buy some, full disclosure, but again, it was early to an extent. You know, other project Kaspa, like these ones that are early, I'll look into a little bit. The ones that are coming in later now, I'm not saying they will do badly, because there are meme tokens that even to this day will come out, like, again, as I showcased earlier, Moodang. I don't know why I'm talking so much meme token. I'm not even a meme token guy, but I'm talking a lot about meme tokens right now. I guess everyone loves their meme token. Yeah, Moodang, for example, that came out a few days ago, or a week ago. All time. It came out 21st, so yeah, about a week, a little bit over a week ago. And this is what it's done. So new meme tokens can do well if they're following the right trend, if the community's there for it, because they're meme tokens, they're community driven. So there's no real, if the community don't want it, it won't do well. And they're also very susceptible of being rugged and scammed. So you've got to be very careful with meme tokens especially. That's why I'm not the biggest fanatic on it, but you can see, again, look. That's also what I was talking about as well earlier in the stream. I was saying how the volume for Kaspa has consistently stayed around, you know, 40 to 60 billion, or 40 to 60 million even. Moodang right now is at just short of 200 million, 24 hours. That's insane, but this won't stay like that forever. Eventually it's going to fall off. When Moodang's not popular anymore, it's going to fall off. I don't think Moodang's going to be a next big meme token. I think it's going to do well for the meantime. It's in the current the current season for Moodang, this current trend right now. This brain rot trend that I call it, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, I think we're going to see, you've got to be careful with projects that, you know, whether they're fair launch or not. Some might do well, and new ones that come up for Kii Krc20 might do well as well. But the ones that I'm most optimistic about are the ones that have been around since the beginning. Top 3 right here, and go to the 4 that I like the most. And ones that come out in the future, maybe I'll get into. But, like, for example, again, I don't treat meme tokens as an investment. But if I was to dare say I'd invest into a meme token, it would be one of these 3 and maybe gold. But at the same time, I think meme tokens are more trading or gamble, so I put money into it and then take it out. I wouldn't hold meme tokens long term. If I end up, you know, getting something like Mudang, bought here, sold here, yes, I could have made a lot more, but whatever. I got what I wanted from it, which made quick gains, and then flip it into Kaspa. That's what I end up doing. I've got 33k Kaspa. Is that enough to be a millionaire if I hold? Well, 33k Kaspa at its current price, so let's just say to round up to 20 cents. If it goes to $1, that'll put you at maths quick 165k in your bank or in your wallet. That's like dollars, not what Kaspa and dollars. Obviously, it's $1. So if it end up going to, let's say, $5, that'll put you at, again, quick math, above 800k. So you'd have to see a, I think if the maths, again, I'm doing maths very quick in my head right now. I think $6 to $7 Kaspa would make you a millionaire if you hold. Would it happen? I think there's a potential. Again, and let's get into the reason why. So, of course, we have the KRI and what they are bringing to Kaspa, which in itself is already massive, and I think this is going to help Kaspa in its adoption and price going forward. And we've only got a snippet of what we're going to see. We've got a lot more incoming, there's no doubt about it. Very, very big. We have only had the launch of Kii Krc20. That came out 2 Sundays ago. 13 days ago, Kii Krc20 came out. That's, again, people probably think it's been months back, because how it was so hype, and it's now kind of died up. People think, oh, it's been a while back. It's only been 13 days since Kii Krc20. That is very, very small. Very, very small. So, like, it's been out for no time. So with the more adoption coming to Kii Krc20, again, the meme token is going to help with that aspect. We're going to see that help with the price of Kaspa going forward for in its adoption and liquidity coming to the chain. Then you got 10 BPS coming in, which again, as I showcased, this is what you know how big Kii Krc20 has been since its launch, processing 10 times more daily volume than Ethereum, with no final form, with no 10 PPS, with no DAG no smart contract, 2 other elements that are going to help Kaspa reach insane prices. Again, I think DAG smart contract will probably come at the end of the bull cycle, if not maybe 2026. So a chance of those two probably are less likely, but again, we are very, very early with Kaspa, and these elements are going to help in the adoption. Again, we're right now we've seen a lot of stagnation, if you will, of Kaspa's price for the past year. Again, I understand the FUD behind that. But when you look at what Kaspa, it's not like Kaspa's been doing nothing the whole time. Kaspa's been just biding its time, developing more and more and more. And in the past 2 weeks, we have seen so much come out for Kaspa. Where's my post? Where's my post that I made? Because I made a kind of a brief summary of all of it and what we've seen in the last 2 weeks. Again, I spoke about this in my video. Go check that out. Again, I'm plugging everything, but you know, man, you got to do what you got to do. Where's the post that I made? That one? No. Where is it? Here. No. Where is it? I should preload this stuff. I really should preload this stuff. And I miss Mark's gonna come at me now. Where's my post? Okay, the last 2 weeks have been insane. I'm gonna find this post while I'm. Oh, here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is what's happened in the past 2 weeks for Kaspa so far. Adoption's been going parabolic. We've seen the Pinex US listing, which people may not think is a big deal, but the fact that the United States in particular, you have Uphold, which have expensive fees, and you have to do VPN. Now you have Pinex, that's a great thing. So you have ways to get access to Kaspa, which is very, very big, and they have very cheap fees, I think 0.1% trading fees. You have Kraken Rumors again resurfacing, probably happening in October. You have major alpha drops from the Kaspa and Enterprise event, which is going to help Kaspa rival what XRP are doing. You have Kii Krc20 meme tokens starting to get the listings. Swamps has L-Bank. Kaspa to go to Kaspa is going to be having XT soon. Nacho's on the way. Caspi's on the way. All the other big meme tokens to start getting the adoption coming through as well. DFNSHQ now supports Kaspa, and they have major partnership with the big institutions like Fidelity, a $4.5 trillion asset manager, who spoke about Kaspa last year, saying it's going to be as good as Bitcoin. And then you've got Bitvarvo Exchange as well, the biggest exchange in Netherlands, and we're still waiting for tier 1 listings. Still no Kraken yet, but that's coming. Binance, I think, will be very, very soon after. I think Binance will end up coming soon enough afterwards. I've now lost all my there. You know, we got Kraken confirmed and reconfirmed. Coinbase, we don't hear anything about Coinbase except that we know that we're going to see. They funded the initial research for Kaspa. and they have connections to BlackRock and the Marathon Digital Holdings, who now mine Kaspa. So we know that Coinbase are in some form of connection to Kaspa. Not to mention as well that the recent business manager, I forgot his name, Ibrahim Usul, I think his name was. I made a video on it, I think. I hope. Did I? Maybe I didn't. I know I spoke about it in a previous stream. There's one here with a Coinbase logo, surely. How long ago was it? Yeah, here's. I think was that one. I don't even. You know what? I don't know, but I know if those who've been watching my stream for a while will know about it. Ibrahim Usul, who now recently started working for Coinbase, who's a capital investor, who started speaking bullish on the Kii Krc20 launch. So Coinbase has connections as well. We know that OKX is a venture arm of the KEF, the Kii Krc20 team, Kasplex team. And we know Binance have a zero fees mining pool, Kaspa Futures. You know, we know that. Yeah, and then you got the stuff like Gemini, you got Crypto.com, you got Robinhood, you got all the other major exchanges that in due time will list Kaspa. Again, confirmation that has been the timestamp for this here is the 30 to 35 minute mark in this post. I'm going to link it in chat for those who are curious and want to actually hear it for yourself. But in this did I just link? I just linked it. Okay, yeah, my mouse is just double clicking because it loves doing that. Cool. Yeah, so that's the post. But yeah, in that post, it was confirmed from Wolfie that they've been talking with the top 6 tier 1 exchange listings for the past 6 months. So it's been longer than that now, because that came in August, so it's been almost 8 months now. He's been talking to tier 1, so Kaspa have connection to tier 1s. I haven't got the listings yet, but they're talking to them. Those tier 1s are going to help Kaspa get the adoption it needs. It will cause, people have been saying listings don't cause price movement. You're wrong. Blunt, plain and simple, you're wrong. This pump here, from 5 cents to 15 cents, that was Bybit. 2x, 3x, that was Bybit. The exchange listings do cause pumps. Now, that's not to say that we get Binance Exchange and we just see, you know, to the absolute living moon and just keep pumping from there and there. No, that's not saying that at all. What I'm saying is we'll see Bybit, or we'll see Binance or Kraken, whatever, announce the listing. You'll see the FOMO building, the rumor, the listing will happen, then you sell the news, it'll come back down. But point being is, because of that listing, the increase in adoption, Kaspa won't end up going up like here and then come back down here. Kaspa will, let's just say, pump up here, and then its bottom will be down here. It won't go down there again unless something bad happens. It'll be down. It'll be here now. And of course, you get the Binance listing, which will be even bigger. Kaspa will probably go much higher, come back down here, and then when the actual bull cycle properly starts, you get the regular casual traders who only use Binance and Coinbase come onto the chain. You'll then just start seeing, oh, what's Kaspa about? Oh, wow, Kaspa looks really amazing. Let's look at more Kaspa into Kaspa. Oh, next Bitcoin, yada. Oh, great, it's going to go up. Boom, more buys. That's what tier 1s do for listings. Okay, they're not the be all and end all. They're not the things that, you know, obviously what you need is good developments, good developments, good protocols, good technology, which Kaspa has. But the listings is the adoption you need. Without the listings, Kaspa is going to be limited. Again, that's quite obvious. Without the tier 1s, Kaspa is going to be limited in its price action. Without tier 1s, like, God forbid no tier 1s for Kaspa, I think we'll see it maybe reach, again, for me, that worst case scenario, I think that's about $2. I think $2 Kaspa is worst case scenario with no tier 1s. Because of all the institutional adoption having it already in the space with the KRI alone, and with then what's happening with BlackRock and Bitcoin and all that stuff, the money is going to flood through the space and trickle into Kaspa. But, you know, you won't get the casual traders involved into Kaspa because they don't care. But if you see Kaspa reach above $1, then people actually might take an interest and go onto the other exchanges to then buy some Kaspa because it's $1. And it's going to look like that on its chart. You know, that's going to be a very bullish chart to look at. But we get the tier 1s, you see Kaspa then starting to push probably more $3, $4, $5, maybe $6. And again, there's so much more to come for Kaspa, which makes me very, very bullish, of course. And I will show you time and time again. And then Mr. Mars says here, if you plan to hold for 10 years, you're good. If you plan to hold for 10 years, then definitely you'll be a millionaire. If you're holding just for this cycle, and you hold 33,000 Kaspa, maybe. But that's a big maybe. But if you are holding, you know, wait, I might have done the math completely wrong there. No, I did the math completely wrong. You know what? I'm completely wrong. I apologize. That tangent off. I thought you meant, when you said 33,000 Kaspa, in my head I thought you meant $33,000 worth of Kaspa. No, you meant 33,000 Kaspa. Okay. Yeah, that just shows how tired I am. And how pressed for time I am. Obviously, I'm stressed out. But, okay. Either way, my point still stands that, yes, I still think $6 Kaspa is a possibility. And therefore, you know, people can come in the cycle. You've got a big pump from here, depending on what, you know, developments we get. 30,000 Kaspa won't be enough to make you a millionaire in this cycle. Like, that would be, I can't even do the math off the top of my head right now. That'd be what? Like $40 Kaspa, I think. Maybe. Again, that's very, very quick math, and evidently my math has been terrible today, so I apologise for that. I'm sure people in the comments already come at me, slewing me, saying, yeah, you're completely wrong with your maths. I know, I'm sorry. But if you're holding, again, like Mr. Mars says, for 10 plus years, then yeah, I think you'll be good with that. I mean, either way, I'll be holding Kaspa and I'll be building up more and more of my bags as time goes on, because again, I believe in this project where it's going to go. I just want to get my investment back. I'm sure you will, Eddie, don't worry about it. I'll be on Blockchain Banter discussing Modang this upcoming episode. Oh, is it? Okay, well, I might be able to tune in, although I am going to be driving, to a different part in the UK, because again, I've got a family thing going on. That's why I have to leave bang on at 5. Otherwise, I get the whole, the complaints. I mean, much as I'm working, I think obviously I love doing my work. I love chatting with you guys, but family takes priority. I think family is the most important thing. Everything I do is for my family. Everything everyone should be doing is for your families, whether it be current or future to be. That's why we want to be rich, isn't it? To protect people, and to obviously have money, and then buy our Kaspa yachts and Kaspa Islands. But yeah, I think Modang right now looks cool. I might get into it, but I don't know. I'm not a meme token fanatic. Right now, I look at projects that I believe in that aren't going to are less likely to be pump and dumps. Kaspas, of course, some gaming projects, some AI projects, real world utility tokens. HBAR, Quant, Algorand, XRP, XLM, XTC, you name them. The meme I've dropped in the Discord, Mars is backed by big ETH whales and influencers, and already about 1x from my call. They have the market makers paired for this as well. Okay, well, I'm going to put down $Mars because I'm pretty sure I have mates that have been on this meme token grind recently. So I'm going to obviously let them know about it and look into it myself a little bit. But again, me, not meme token, but again, for those, again, I'm pretty sure, actually, I know you, PokerSeraphim, you're in my Discord server. Again, shameless plug again, free Discord server, those who want to check it out. Obviously, we talk about Kaspa in there, we talk about crypto market sentiments in there, but we also have started expanding. We're going to go through a bigger expansion in due time. We've got other altcoin ecosystems in there we're trying to build up. Meme token ecosystem, a gaming ecosystem, AI ecosystem, real world asset ecosystem. So if you want to talk about more than just Kaspa and said you believe about other things, then yes, this is hopefully going to be a place for you. It's going to build more and more, and we're trying to build it up as the time goes on. Again, the server's only been up for about 2 months. We're very early into this. And yes, I saw that Gold is working with Powell AI, Powell Millie, which is very good to see. Okay, AI is just a very, very big thing. So that is also why that's also what's reignited my belief a little bit in Gold. Again, the premium doesn't make me happy. I don't like it, but Gold has been working with the team for a long time, the Kii Krc20 Kaspa team, Kaspa team, and they're also working with AI, Powell, who Powell have been working with Kaspa for quite some time as well. So, I choose to at least have a bit of faith in Gold. But again, the ones that I like the most are these top 3, Nacho, Kaspi, and Kaspa. Me and the other devs of Moondang all live in Thailand and have developed a relationship with the zoo. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, in that case then, my man, hopefully you have some other potential tokens for me or for my mates. Because again, I'm right now, from what I've seen through the Solana chain, it's just this right now seems to be the trend is animals, and particularly the zoo animals. Like I saw one regarding a penguin recently, a cat, dog. Obviously the dogs and cats are quite usual, but like it was specific, like in particular, like ones that are quite popular. What I saw, that people basically were going on like Instagram or TikTok, and they were finding famous animals. So obviously there was a dog one that had a famous dog, he had a famous duck that's done very, very well. Obviously Moodang as well has done very well. So I think that's what's happening right now with the meme token side of things, at least. Again, a little bit alpha for what little I know about meme tokens. Again, I'm not a meme token fanatic, so definitely fact check what I said, because I know very little about it. But that's what I've seen so far, and I think it's a justified theory that I have from it, from what I've seen. Kaspi is a 3-legged hunter. Yeah, I've heard about it, my man. Kaspi is a real gem. Yeah, joy the 3-legged attack. That stole everyone's heart. Yeah, I think Kaspi is going to be a good one. Okay, so someone else that's a different person. Talk about Blender Network now. Someone else. Yeah, I've already talked about Blender Network. I think it's one that has decent potential. People now just trying to shill Blender. That's what's happening right now. I've showed Blender. I think Blender is something that I'm looking into more so. But again, it's really early. It's not got the adoption it needs just yet. It's a micro cap, very small project. AI means it's good, but I don't. Again, I've not done research into it right now. But there's nothing for me to tell me that this is a project going to hit $75. Over 100x would be nuts. I'm not saying it can't do it, but I don't know why it would right now. I'm not done research into it. It's not even. I don't think you could do that with it. If it gets bigger listings, then maybe. Without those listings, I don't see why it could do 100x without that. It needs a bigger exchange listing. But again, I'll research into it more in due time. Blender, the 3D modeling program. Blender is borrowing their name, so I have my reservations to avoid red flags. Again, yeah. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mars, again, my man. Constantly trying to keep everyone informed about it. So yeah, again, I know Blender because I used to be an animator myself before I started doing content creation. And I use Blender. Blender is actually the reason why I stopped becoming an animator, because Blender, they had shortcut keys, or like pre-implemented programs that basically meant that my job became 2 clicks as opposed to me having to make like a whole like animation like design thing, which took me a few weeks. I could do it in 3 clicks. I was like, okay, well, my job's gone then. I don't have to learn code for this. I can't be bothered. So I do crypto. Hex on Pulse and Pulse Chain and PulseX might do well with SEC Gary getting out there. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Okay, well, and that said, I am now 3 minutes off the hour, so I'm going to be skipping some questions. I only go for the big ones right now because, again, I do have to leave on the hour. I am sorry. Would love to stay a little bit longer. But, yeah, tomorrow, stream will be about... it will hopefully start same time, and I also have a meeting at 5 again. So, yeah, today and tomorrow, meetings will end on the hour. Go back to Monday. They run over. Happy days for all of you. I think Natural will be the only survivor in the bear market. I think there'll be a few. Toggle Delay, personally. I think, again, the big ones that have been about since the beginning, these 3 in particular, I think will do well. But Nacho definitely could be one that think had the best chance for it. Yeah, hopefully Gary will get out of the way, definitely. Most people don't care about Shy's cat. Well, right now, that seems to say otherwise. We'll have to see, though. Again, we could be wrong. If it happens, great. Yeah, those are the ones that I'm looking into. If I do get into Kii Krc20 memes, it's going to be these 3. Maybe Gold as well. I just woke up. I maybe hid my isn't. I'm hiding somewhere at the bottom of my coffee cup. Well, either way, you're here on the left, my man. So welcome to the stream, and thank you for being here. As always, answering the questions where I can. Okay, I'm just going through some questions. I'm trying to answer the really, really big ones. Didn't even get a chance to go through. Yeah, okay. Some of this other stuff I'm gonna have to save to my next stream because I just don't have the time to go through them right now. Unfortunately, I'm really sorry about that. But you got a load of posts here showing the CC's come back. Q4 is going to be very, very big. We are still early from Bitwise investing, one of the big institutions, telling how early we are. BlackRock's buying more shares, Ultimately, we're in a build up to what's going to be a very, very big month for October, and following that as well. Yeah, there you go. I knew Mr. Boss would call me out on that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I realised that. I thought he meant $33,000, not 33,000 Kaspa. I apologise. Well, I corrected myself. At least I believe I did. So, yeah, should be good. I understand Kraken isn't so big, for example. It's good to say it's the US, Masamimo. It's going to be the last thing I talk about. I'm going to quickly go through any more stuff. Okay, yeah, the last thing I'm going to talk about. There's some other questions I can't be answering in today's thing, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but yes. Basically, it's because Kraken is a US regulated exchange, and for the most part, yes, Bybit, as we can see, is far, far bigger than Kraken in terms of volume as well. But for the most part, majority of traders and crypto investors are in the United States, and they have to use VPNs because they only have Uphold or Pionex US now. Point being, is Kraken is a US exchange, tier 1 as well, so it's bigger and therefore more trusted. So that would cause. I'm not saying it caused the next god candle for Kaspa, but it caused a considerable pump for Kaspa because it is the first of hopefully to be many tier 1 following after suit. That's why it's there. I don't know why it's called. Why it's called a tier 1. I think it's just for what it upholds. Again, I can't answer why it's called a tier 1. I just know that it's called a tier 1, and people love the fact that Kraken's going to come through because again, America, biggest part of crypto. That's why Kraken be big for it. Okay, I'm going to ask one more actually. Oh, actually, you know what? Even then, Toggle Delay answers it for yourself. There, so Toggle Delay. Shout out to you, my man, as well. Also helping out where Mr. Mars can't. Shame on you. AI teams working with meme content doesn't change anything. It's a meme's a meme. Yeah, but AI in itself is still good to see. Oh yeah, a meme's a meme. I don't disagree with that. Don't agree with that at all. But I think in itself, just for what the hype's on, AI is still a good thing to see. Have you guys seen Crypto Zoe Kaspa FUD videos? I have not. Zoe also said only 4 trillion market cap this bull cycle. Well, then he just seems. Again, I'm not saying that person's wrong, but considering that right now, the crypto market cap is at 2.31 trillion. I think 4 trillion is very, very bearish. Very, very bearish. I think it easily surpasses 5, potentially by the end of this year. So, yeah, I'm not saying the person's wrong, Zoe's wrong. I'm just saying I'd like to see her belief and, you know, sources of research behind that. That's all. But again, I know you're in my community, Goku. So if you want to, you know, inform us all and put it in the chat, they'll have a look at it in due time, and we'll go discuss it a little bit, because it's always good to, again, trying to build our own knowledge and understanding of the whole situation. But that being said, yes, that's going to be it. I've gone a little bit over. I'm going to get beat up now. I'm kidding. But yes, anyways, thank you very much for watching the stream. As always, guys, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. I'll be back again same time tomorrow. Same Kappa channel, same Kappa time, same Kappa news as always. And yeah, don't go changing.